Imagine a time, thousands of years ago, when the sands of Egypt held secrets beyond our wildest comprehension. A time when pharaohs, seen as living gods, prepared for a journey not just to the afterlife, but into the very fabric of the cosmos. What guided them? What incantations, what whispers of divine power were believed to open the doors to eternity? For centuries, these secrets lay buried, hidden within the monumental structures that pierced the desert sky. But then they were found. What Pharaoh found was not a narrative story, but a seemingly disjointed collection of utterances, or spells. Early interpretations were challenging because the texts were not arranged in any obvious logical sequence. They often appeared fragmented, with spells seemingly chosen at random for placement within a specific tomb. It took decades of painstaking work by Pharaoh and subsequent scholars to begin cataloging, translating, and understanding the immense scope and purpose of these writings. It was a monumental linguistic and cultural undertaking, akin to deciphering a forgotten language of the gods. So, what was the driving force behind these intricate carvings? The primary purpose of the pyramid texts was utterly crucial: to ensure the successful journey and eternal life of the deceased pharaoh in the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that death was not an end, but a transition, a complex and often perilous journey into the Duat, the underworld, and ultimately, a transformation into an Ak, a glorified spirit that could dwell among the gods. The texts served as a divine guidebook, a spiritual arsenal for the pharaoh. They provided the necessary knowledge, the secret names, the magical incantations, and the rituals required to overcome obstacles, repel malevolent forces, and ultimately ascend to the heavens to join the sun god Ra and the stars. They were designed to ensure the pharaoh's perpetual existence, his ability to provide for his people even from the realm of the gods, and his continued power over the cycles of nature and fertility. Delving into the pyramid texts reveals a rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian religious thought. Several key themes emerge repeatedly. Solar theology, a profound emphasis on the sun god Ra, and the pharaoh's desire to unite with him in his daily journey across the sky. Many spells describe the pharaoh taking his place in Ra's solar bark, sailing across the celestial ocean. A stellar immortality, the belief that the pharaoh would become an imperishable star, specifically associated with the circumpolar stars, those that never set, symbolizing eternal existence. This reflects a deep connection to astronomy and the cosmic order. Osirian beliefs. While solar theology is dominant, there are also significant allusions to Osiris, the god of the underworld and resurrection. Spells invoke Osiris to aid the pharaoh in his rebirth, highlighting the cyclical nature of life, death, and renewal. The protection and aversion. Numerous spells are dedicated to warding off snakes, scorpions, and other dangerous creatures or malevolent spirits that might hinder the pharaoh's progress. These reveal a very practical concern for the dangers of the afterlife. A nourishment and sustenance. A surprising number of texts focus on ensuring the pharaoh's perpetual nourishment in the afterlife, listing offerings and magical means to sustain him, reflecting the Egyptian belief that the physical body, though deceased, still required sustenance. Royal power and legitimacy. The texts also serve to reaffirm the pharaoh's divine kingship, his unique connection to the gods, and his authority even in death. They reinforced the ideological foundation of the Old Kingdom state. The language of the pyramid texts is one of the earliest forms of Egyptian hieroglyphs, presenting unique challenges to modern scholars. It's often highly poetic, archaic, and filled with obscure mythological allusions. The grammar is complex, and the vocabulary can be highly specialized. Furthermore, the texts are not organized into chapters or a continuous narrative. Instead, they are a series of distinct utterances or spells, known as RWT in Egyptian, each typically beginning with the phrase words to be spoken, DDMDW. These utterances vary in length, from a few lines to extensive poetic hymns. The placement of these spells within the pyramids was not arbitrary, but seems to have followed specific ritualistic pathways. Certain spells might be found in antechambers, others in the sarcophagus chamber, guiding the pharaoh through a symbolic journey from the burial place towards the heavens. Imagine walking through these dark chambers, surrounded by these potent words, feeling the weight of millennia of belief. Let's look at a few examples to truly grasp the essence of these texts. Utterance 273, 274, the Cannibal Hymn. This is one of the most famous and, frankly, startling sections. It describes the pharaoh literally devouring the gods to absorb their power and attributes. While often interpreted metaphorically, it reflects an incredibly potent and aggressive drive for divine assimilation. On-screen text. The king is one who eats people and lives on gods. He has eaten the knowledge of every god. Utterance 468. From the Pyramid of Unas, the spell focuses on the pharaoh's ascent to the sky, emphasizing his identification with the stars. On-screen text. Unas goes to his Ake horizon. Unas goes to his Orion. Unas lives from his father Adam, is established by him. Spells for opening the mouth. These are rituals designed to reanimate the deceased pharaoh's senses, allowing him to speak, eat, and perceive in the afterlife. This underlines the Egyptians' belief in the essential need for the body's faculties, even in a spiritual form. These examples, though brief, highlight the diverse and sometimes startling nature of the pyramid texts. They are not merely prayers. They are active incantations designed to manipulate the divine realm. The pyramid texts were the spiritual foundation upon which much of subsequent Egyptian funerary literature was built. As the Old Kingdom declined and power decentralized, access to elaborate afterlife preparations became more democratized. The concepts and spells originally exclusive to the pharaohs began to appear in adapted forms. The coffin texts, Middle Kingdom. These texts, often written on coffins themselves, expanded upon the pyramid texts and made them accessible to nobles and wealthy individuals. They show a clear evolution, with new spells and a greater emphasis on individual judgment in the afterlife. The Book of the Dead, New Kingdom onwards, this is perhaps the most famous of all Egyptian funerary texts. It's essentially a compilation of spells, hymns, and prayers, often written on papyrus scrolls and buried with the deceased. While incorporating elements from its predecessors, the Book of the Dead is more individualized and includes vignettes illustrating the journey through the underworld. The pyramid texts, therefore, represent the embryonic stage of this rich tradition. They are the purest and earliest expression of these profound beliefs about kingship, divinity, and the eternal journey of the soul. Without them, our understanding of ancient Egyptian religion would be significantly diminished. Why should we care about fragmented, millennia-old spells carved in long-forgotten tombs? The relevance of the pyramid texts extends far beyond mere historical curiosity. A linguistic goldmine, they are an invaluable source for understanding the earliest stages of the Egyptian. The pyramid texts remain a powerful testament to the ingenuity, spiritual depth, and enduring mystery of ancient Egypt. They are not just words on stone. They are echoes of a civilization striving for eternity, whispering secrets across the vast expanse of time. They challenge us to consider our own perceptions of life, death, and the cosmos. What do you believe happens after this life? If you were captivated by this journey into the ancient world, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more explorations into history's greatest mysteries. Let us know in the comments below what other ancient texts you'd like us to uncover. Until next time, keep exploring the hidden depths of our incredible past.